Microsoft Excel comes with a slew of functions and features, and most of them can be performed with keyboard controls and keyboard shortcuts. And in this video, I will demonstrate for you the most effective and efficient shortcuts in Excel. And if you stick to the end, there will be an amazing bonus keyboard shortcut method that can work on any Microsoft application. Trust me, you don't want to miss that bonus. So, let's get ready to Excel. The keyboard shortcut combo of Ctrl and Home will bring you back to the A1 cell, no matter where you are on your Excel sheet. For example, if I click on this cell and I want to return to the A1 cell, which is the topmost left cell, I can simply click with my mouse on cell A1, because I do see it now. But most Excel sheets contain thousands of records, so you might find yourself all the way down at the bottom of the sheet. And to come up to the very beginning quickly, we just click on the keyboard combination of Ctrl Home. And to get to the most bottom right cell, you just click on the key combination of Ctrl End. So as you can see, I can now toggle between the first cell in my sheet and the last cell in my sheet, just by pressing Ctrl Home and Ctrl End. So here is me pressing on Ctrl Home, then Ctrl End. Ctrl Home again, and Ctrl End again. And to get to the top one more time, I'll click on Ctrl Home. So how quickly was that to toggle between the beginning and the end of the Excel sheet? You can also use the arrow keys on the keyboard to move one cell at a time in any direction, like this. Right arrow key, right arrow key, right arrow key. Then to move to the left, I press left arrow key, left arrow key, left arrow key. If you want to go down, I'll just press on the down arrow key, down arrow key, down arrow key. And finally, as you might have guessed it, the up arrow key, the up arrow key, the up arrow key. And if you add the Shift button with the arrows, you will highlight the cells. So to select multiple cells, I use the keyboard combination of Shift and the arrow keys, like this. Say I want to highlight the data in cell range A4 through C11. I can move with my arrow keys to cell A4, then press and hold the Shift key, then press on the right arrow key twice. Then while still holding the Shift key, I press the down arrow key once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times, which would highlight the data that I want. Similar to the arrows, you can use the Enter and Tab keys on your keyboard. If you press the Enter key, it will take you one cell down. And if you press the Tab key, it will take you one cell to the right, like this. Enter, 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 and Tab, Tab, Tab. Now to move in reverse, you just press and hold the Shift key. So the keyboard combination of Shift and Enter will move you up one cell, while the keyboard combination of Shift and Tab will move you one cell to the left, like this. I press and hold the Shift button, then press Enter, Enter, Enter. And the same for Tab. I press and hold Shift, then I press Tab, Tab, Tab. And if you want to get to the beginning of any row that you are currently on, you simply press the Home key. So if I'm here, I just press the Home button on my keyboard, and right away I'm taken to the beginning of the row. Sometimes you want to go directly to a cell number, and to do that, I just press the F5 key on my keyboard. The Go To dialog box appears, and in the reference field, I type any cell number that I want to go to directly. Like say for example, E200. And bam, I'm taken there. Now to get right back to the very first cell, if you remember from moments ago, I would press on Ctrl Home. If you want to jump one page at a time, you can use the page up or page down buttons on your keyboard. So here is page down, page down, page down. And now here is page up, page up, page up. And if I add the Control key to the page up and page down, this will allow me to toggle between the Excel sheets. So right now I'm on sheet 1. If I press and hold the Control key and then press page down, I go to sheet 2. And then again Control and page down, I go to sheet 3. And if I want to move the other way, I press the combination keys of Control and page up, which takes me back to sheet 2, then Control page up again, takes me back to sheet 1. Another simple and helpful shortcut keyboard combination is the Shift plus Spacebar. This simply highlights the entire row you are currently on. The traditional way is to click with your mouse on the row number like this. But instead of the mouse action, I can simply go like this. Press and hold the Shift key, then press on the spacebar. I think this is more efficient than the mouse action. And the same exact concept can be applied when selecting an entire column. But instead of Shift and Spacebar, we use Control and Spacebar, which would select the column you're currently on, like this. I press and hold the Control key, then press Spacebar, and as you can see, the entire column is now selected. So again, this is much more efficient than going up with your mouse and pressing on the column header to select the entire column. A very common action in Excel is to add or insert columns and rows. The shortcut keyboard combo is to press Ctrl and the plus sign, like this. When you do, a small dialog box pops up asking if you want to add a row or column, because it doesn't know by your cell location if you want to add a row or column. But there's even a quicker shortcut. Remember moments ago we just learned that you can select an entire column or row by either pressing Ctrl Spacebar or Shift Spacebar, right? Well, if I want to add a column, say between columns B and C, I just need to be in any cell in column C, because columns are added to the left of the current column, then press Ctrl Spacebar, which highlights the entire column, as you can see. Then now if I do the Ctrl plus shortcut, Excel knows that I'm looking to add a column because I already have the column highlighted. And again, columns are always added to the left of the column you're currently on. So if I wanted to add another column between columns D and E, I just move with my arrow keys to any cell in the E column, then press Ctrl Spacebar to select the entire column, then press Ctrl plus to insert a new column. Now how cool is that? And the same exact concept can be applied when adding rows. We simply highlight the entire row we are currently on by pressing Shift Spacebar, then press Ctrl plus, and boom, a new row is just added above the row we had selected. Again, pretty quick and cool shortcuts in my opinion. And just like the shortcut for inserting rows and columns, we also have a shortcut to hide rows and columns. To hide a row that you are currently on, you simply press the keyboard combo of Control and the number 9. So now you can see that this row is hidden, but it's not always easy to spot by the naked eye. So I'll show you in a moment how to view or highlight any hidden rows or columns. But first, let me show you how to hide a column using a shortcut. To hide the column you're currently on, you simply click on Control and the number 0. So now I have a column hidden, plus I hid a row just a moment ago. Now how do I see any and all the hidden rows and columns in an Excel sheet? Well, the shortcut for that is to simply press the Alt key plus the Semicolon key. And now you can see that the entire sheet is highlighted and the hidden rows and columns are distinctly displayed for us. This is a great shortcut so we don't have to squint our eyes in search of any missing rows or columns. Now, if there are no hidden rows or columns in the Excel sheet, you won't get any highlighted area when you press the Alt Semicolon shortcut. For example, I'll undo the last two changes to remove the hidden row and column. And now I'll press Alt and semicolon, and now you don't see anything highlighted. This simply means that there are no hidden rows or columns. If you ever need to highlight the entire Excel sheet, you may either press the Ctrl A shortcut combo, or you may also do the Ctrl Shift Spacebar combo. Both work just equally well, but me personally, I prefer the Ctrl A shortcut. To edit any cell in Excel, you can double-click on it, and now you can edit it as you wish. Or the keyboard shortcut is to simply press the F2 button instead. Again, very quick and very simple. Many times in Excel, we need to get the total sum of something, and we usually use the sum function from up here. But the shortcut for this is just to go to the cell where you want to display your sum result and press Alt and the equal sign. As you can see, Excel creates the sum formula for us, and we just hit Enter, and look, we just created the sum function in a very quick way, using keyboard shortcuts. In Excel, turning raw data into a table has many benefits, and it's a very common practice to convert data into a table. The keyboard shortcuts to convert data to a table is Ctrl T. We just need to be on a cell with the data that will be converted to a table. Then we just hit Ctrl T, a dialog box appears, and you can just hit Enter, and now you see our data has been converted to a nice looking table. One thing that happens when we convert data to a table is that we get these filters by default. If you don't want them, you simply may press on Ctrl, Shift, and the letter L. This is actually a toggle, so pressing this combo multiple times will just bring back the filters or hide them, like this. I press on Ctrl, Shift, L will hide them, and Ctrl, Shift, L will display them again. So it's up to you, and again, the shortcut combo is Ctrl, Shift, and the letter L. If you want to enter text in a cell that spans multiple lines, you need to press the Alt and Enter key combination. For example, I'll click on any cell and I'll type, "Here is my first line." Then I'll press on the Alt key and press Enter. Then I'll type, "Here is my second line." Then press Alt Enter. And finally, I'll type again, "Here is my third line." And since I'm done, I just press Enter only. The following shortcut is one of my favorites to use in Excel. It's a shortcut to do an intelligent flash fill of the data. For example, I'll come to the email cell here, and I'll make the email to be in the format of first name dot last name at email.com. So I'll type jonah.smith@email.com. Then I'll just press on Ctrl E, and look at the magic happen. This is Excel's intelligent flash fill, and Ctrl E is the shortcut for it. Honestly, I really love this shortcut. Many times in Excel, you find yourself wanting to enter the current date and time in the Excel sheet. So the shortcut to enter the current date is just to press on Ctrl plus semicolon. Pretty nice and simple. And to add the current time, you simply press the key combination of Ctrl, Shift, semicolon. And the last shortcut I want to show you before I get to the bonus part is the Ctrl Tilde shortcut. The tilde is usually found right before the number 1 key at the top of your keyboard. So it should be at the top left of your keyboard. And the shortcut key combo of Ctrl and tilde is also a toggle, which displays the formula used in the sheet you're currently on. For example, I'll press Ctrl Tildy, and while I don't have much formulas, you can see that I have a sum formula over here. So this shortcut comes very handy when you want to review all the formulas that lurk behind in your Excel sheet. So, as promised, here is the bonus shortcut that you've been waiting for. And this shortcut works on more than just Excel, so you can use it on other Microsoft Office applications as well. The shortcut is to simply press the Alt key by itself. And when I do, see what happens? The Alt key alone becomes a toggle to show other shortcuts to use. So pressing Alt, again, hides these values. I press Alt by itself again, and they show up again. From here, you can move your way in the Excel menu as you wish. Do you want to go to the Insert menu? Well, then press N as it says here. And from here, you get more shortcuts. To add a shape, you see that under Illustrations it says ZI. So I press on the two letters ZI, and it opens up the illustrations for me. Then I want to add a shape, so I press the two letters SH. I choose the shape that I want, and I hit Enter. And to go back to my Home menu, I just press Alt again, then H, and I'm right back to the Home menu. And to hide these shortcut letters, I just press on Alt once again. How neat is that? So as you saw, I'm able to do many things in Excel using keyboard shortcuts. There was no need for any mouse actions whatsoever. Now, like anything new, learning these shortcuts will need some practice. And my suggestion for you is to go ahead and open up Excel and just start practicing what you learned in this video. There's nothing better than hands-on experience to master any new application skill. And I'm confident you can do it. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and press the bell icon. Thank you for watching.